Feminine, having to do with women. Femininity. Now I better discuss this. Good. Feminine has to do with women, and therefore soft, gentle. This is yin-yang stuff, even, which is feminine, the yin or the yang, I don't know. But dark, soft, yielding, gentle. This is feminine behavior, and this is femininity. So attractive to males. Fertile, able to reproduce. She is fertile, but the soil is fertile. The soil in the Fertile Crescent, as it's called, Tigris and Euphraites, Iran, Iraq, and all that, the home of civilization, probably. Fertile. To fertilize is to make fertile. A woman can't have babies. She is fertilized sometimes by medical means. Fervent, burning. But what it really means is a fervent admirer. Ardent, same meaning. Ardent admirer. A fervent admirer of someone. Passionate, burning. Fervid, burning also. Passionate in a more negative sense. Perfervid, rare word, meaning so burning that Hamlet becomes kind of fervid, and is one of his problems, his main problem, maybe, with F. To fabricate is to make. Very often, though, it means to tell a lie. To fabricate a story is to make a story a false story. A fabrication, it often means a lie. I just used the word today. Fame, of course, renown, more difficult, to become famous. Farce, a word I use 10 times every day. A farce is really a comedy on a low level, meaning stupid faces, pie-in-the-face humor, as we say in English. Stupid humor. In other words, it means a situation which has become ridiculous. It should be serious, but becomes ridiculous. As in, what a farce, I say regularly. Facsimile, I think we were here before. Oh, I see. I better move on because I made this line. Sorry. Fetish. To have a fetish means almost to be bizarrely interested in something. Now, this often means deviant behavior sexually. In any case, to have a fetish for something is to find pleasure, special pleasure in that something, but very often it's something odd. A fiasco is just like farce from before. Farce is a better word, I think, but fiasco means a situation which deteriorates into something ridiculous. A fiasco, a plan gone wrong. Fidelity is faithfulness. Filament. A filament is a small, a small stringy thing, microscopic in size, I think. I better skip that one. It's a biological term, I think. A financier is a person, usually a man, who finances some venture, who puts up the money. He's the financier. A fixture is something that's fixed, that is stuck hard someplace. Now, it's usually used as, even in the language of sports, he is a fixture on some team, means he is a key player, let's say. Fizzle. Something fizzles out. Now, something can fizzle. For example, a candle, when it burns down, finally fizzles out. That is, the flame dwindles into nothing. Or picture a firecracker. One lights the firecracker, but then the fire fizzles out and the firecracker does not go off. It's pretty common, so something that fizzles out. Flagrant means remarkably bad. A flagrant violation of something is a bad, obvious and bad violation of something. Obvious and bad. Flamboyant is showy. He is a flamboyant public figure, meaning he, like Dennis Rodman, attracts a lot of attention, dresses in a very odd and showy manner. Flamboyant. Flattery, the verb to flatter. Flattery is what happens when a person says to someone, "Oh, you're wonderful, you're a genius, you're so handsome, you're so beautiful." All this is the language of flattery. Flighty. Flighty tends to mean the same as fickle, which perhaps should be here, because fickle is a better word. A person who's flighty cannot be counted on. The person changes opinions, changes behavior all the time. Flimsy. Weak, frail, flimsy. That was a flimsy defense. That is, you say to me, "You're lying," and I say, "Well, I don't think so." That's my flimsy defense. Weak. To fling is to throw. A fling, in kind of slang, to have a fling is a brief affair. Love affair. Flippant, very good word. Too casual, too dismissive. That is, if he is flippant about something, someone tries to talk about something personal with him, but he dismisses it. "Oh, that's nothing. I wasn't serious." That's flippant. Florid, like a flower, it's from the same root, flos floris in Latin, but florid means very healthy. We get the word Florida from this. Flowering, but very healthy. Almost too healthy. Rosy-cheeked, for example. To fluctuate is to change constantly. The dollar and the dollar rate or the dollar won rate fluctuates constantly, as any currency, as the rate of exchange between two currencies fluctuates all the time. Fluffy, not a serious word. A fluffy pillow is full of air and light. Fluid, the noun, of course. Water is a fluid. Anything one can drink or anything that pours is fluid. If an adjective, the dancer's motions are fluid, that is, flowing, graceful. Foible. A foible is a bit of odd behavior, a mannerism that's odd, almost people laugh at it. It's his foible. To forbid is to prohibit. I forbid you to repeat that word again. He forbade me to enter that room. That room is forbidden territory, PP. Forecast as a verb, he forecast rain tomorrow. Notice the past tense is also forecast. Forecast, forecast, forecast. The forecast as a noun is for rain tomorrow. To foreclose, normally used of a mortgage. You should know about mortgage. A mortgage, I have a mortgage on my house in the States. Almost anyone has a mortgage when he or she or they buy property. Mortgage is here too. Good. That is, I want to buy a house. It costs $1 million. I only have 200,000. I have to borrow 800,000. That's my mortgage. But if I can't pay the monthly payments on that house, the bank, which lent me the money, might foreclose. That is, say, sorry, it's not yours anymore, it's ours. Foregone, always used only in the foregone conclusion, PP, to forego. A foregone conclusion is a conclusion that was reached before the action even began. It was a foregone conclusion that Samsung would lose to, what was it, Hyundai, I guess, or something. I don't know. Forgery. A forgery is an imitation, like counterfeit. A forgery is a signature, that is, someone steals my checkbook and starts writing checks, writing my signature, but it's not my signature, it's his. He's forging my signature. He's guilty of the crime of forgery. One can commit forgery in other things too. Jewelry, false criminal imitation. Formidable. Notice the pronunciation. The first syllable. Formidable. Formidable, maybe, but formidable is better. A formidable opponent is a very impressive, too impressive, scary opponent. Just use that today too. Fragmentary, related to fragment. The evidence for that the Greeks had colonies in Tunisia is fragmentary. That is, there are only small bits, fragments of information, not conclusive. The opposite of fragmentary, adjective, is conclusive. Frantic. One loses one's wallet, one loses one's child, and one becomes frantic. Oh, where? Very emotional. One loses self-control. A frigate is a large boat. I don't know if people use the term anymore. A large boat, I think, usually for conveying cargo, not a war boat. I don't think. I don't know, though. Frivolity and frivolous. Good words. If I am frivolous, I am silly. If I spend money frivolously, I waste my money. I throw it away. I'm guilty of frivolity. Someone dies. This is not a moment for frivolity, silliness. Frugal, not spending money, careful with money. Frustrate, key word actually. This is a verb here. It frustrates, his frivolity frustrates me, meaning I want to be serious and he refuses to be serious. This frustrates me. I want him to be serious, but he will not be serious. Furtive, great word, related to the Latin word that means thief. Furtive is an adjective which means sneaking around, stealthy, surreptitious. Maybe later, surreptitious. Now, a furtive glance. I looked very quickly over there and looked back. A very sneaky, quick, furtive glance. Good word. Futile. Very important word. Pointless. Having no point. Having no purpose. For example, perhaps life is futile. That is, we run around and try to gain this or that advantage in life, but to what purpose? Perhaps none. Gaiety is a noun form of gay, but gay does not refer to homosexual here. Gaiety is merriment, having fun.